Hi guys, it's time for a review. So hello to you all and morning if you're watching it, morning to my fellow YouTubers. So as promised, the review of the heavy hitter Abomination. So he's a big guy. I mean, look at the size of them feet. Wow. Let's talk about the paintwork and the overall look of the figure. Firstly, I mean, when you go and look at his face, he's got a mean looking face, and he's got a lot of detail on that mean looking face. You know, the teeth, round the eyes, the sculpt, it's really cool, you know. The paintwork all over his body, it really is good. It really is. Where it looks like this fully armoured, like shell type flesh. It's really cool. Just panning back out so we can have an overall look of his legs and stuff. It's really done well, you know. It's an impressive figure. He's almost got a look of the a lot of younger YouTubers might not know this, but a lot of YouTubers who are into the cult classic horror movies, he's got an almost look of the swamp, not the swamp thing, the creature from the Black Lagoon look about him, you know, with that scaly looking skin. I mean, look at this, look at it. The detail on his back, like it's almost like a rock shell, you know. That's one hard back. That's like, you know, you're getting into professional bodybuilding. You know what I mean? Yeah, the paintwork's really done well. You know, there is no real problems with paintwork because it's like what, at least I'd say about 3 tones of paint on there. Maybe 4. You got your blacks, you got a dark grey effect, you got a light grey effect, you got this dark green and light green. I mean, his nails alone, I mean, look at them. His claws, should I say. They've got a different tone to them. It's got like almost like a fleshy colour with a almost nicotine stained fingernails, claws. Yeah, it's his feet are done really well, you know. Them claws look gruesome. They look gruesome. Yeah, they're really nice. So the overall appearance of the figure is bang on. It's sick. Now let's talk about articulation. Now, his head looks like it permanently looks down. He does not move whatsoever. He looks down a little bit, but it doesn't look up. You know, it's just stationary like that. It's a bit of wobble. His head does turn, but as you can see, if he turns his head, he's looks like he's broke his neck. You know, so that's an issue. It's not a major issue, but it limits your posing ability. But maybe it's down to the fact that his back's really arched here, so it limits that ability to do much with it. Maybe they should have placed his head a little higher and to give you a scope of movement. But overall, he's cool. He's cool. His shoulders, they do move that far out. They do twist round, obviously. You know, completely round. And his elbows do move to just about there. They don't move any further than that because he is a big figure. There is that usual bend there, so you can get that swiping looking effect. He's got a full turn on his wrist, though there is no pivot movement, side to side, nor up, nor down. Just the same with his other shoulder. It's the same level of. Actually, yeah, he's got the virtually same movement in his right arm. His left leg, or should I say his torso first, there is a turn. He does turn completely round, like so, but there is no ab crunch or anything like that. And his legs, they do, if I move his big chunky arms out that way, they do move about that far out, like so. His legs do turn round. He does turn completely round, like this. I think that, no, there isn't. I thought there'd be a thigh split here because of the way it looks, you know, but there isn't. It's just how it's sculpted. His knees, they have a bend, but it's only to about there. That's how far you're going to bend his knees because of the size of the figure. His feet do move slightly. They don't move that much. Jesus. Yeah, so you get so much movement in his feet. Bear with me, it's heavy. But they don't move side to side. So overall, you have limited articulation. But when you've got a figure this size, look at the size of his hands. They're massive. His hands are massive. They really are. But, you know, as a standalone piece, he's one to get. He's really good. He's a really nice looking figure. I mean, for me personally, I ain't too fussed with loads and loads and loads of articulation, because I'm not always going to pose my figures like that, you know. I really are. I mean, just to do a size comparison, here he is. Let's get him at side by side with Gladiator Hulk. You know, Gladiator Hulk just takes it. He just takes it. If I put his normal head on there, you know, he's just going to be slightly bigger. But overall, the Abomination figure is a lot wider than the Gladiator Hulk. And his hands, they're like 3 times the size of his. And his feet are like looking about 2.5 times the size of Gladiator Hulk's feet. So he really is a big wide figure, you know. Putting them side to side, you know, you can't even get them side to side because my camera's not big enough to fit them both on. But yeah, he is a cool figure. He is a cool figure. Let's go on with accessories. Now, accessories, all you get, if I move this big guy out of the way, all you get is this, right? There's no base for him to stand on. It's this, the usual, this diorama piece that does go behind the figure. I'm not really one to posing with these things, to be honest. Let's have a look at the back, or the front, whatever, which way. It is a nice piece of artwork, but for me personally, it's too small. It really is. It's dwarfed. It's really dwarfed by the size of the figure. It don't make sense to have it. It don't make sense to display it with this. We'll knock it up anyway. See what it looks like. If I can get this thing in. Give it a bend this way and that way. Slide it in. There you go. So here's your base or diorama. It's if we're moving, it's detailed, but it's not big enough. It really isn't big enough. I mean, if you had these big figures, you know, these dioramas would have to be at least, I don't know, 3 feet in length and about 1.5 foot high or something, just so you have a proper diorama. It's a complete utter waste, if you ask me. If I just say you stood your figure in front of that, what's the point? It don't make sense, does it? It's just there. It's just, there's no point to it. You know, there really is no point. So I won't be displaying him with this. It's pointless. So my figure is just going to go on shelf as he is. Maybe a few hand suggestions, and that'll be it. So that's my quick review. Well, I say quick review, it's gone on longer than I normally do, but he's a badass figure. So that's my review of Abomination. So it's a thumbs up from me. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like and support us. Cheers all.